Hello and welcome to Business Valuation and Financial Analysis. My name is Matthew Gross and I'll be your lecturer and subject coordinator for this session. So what are we hoping to achieve in Business Valuation and Financial Analysis this semester? Well, as the name suggests, our main goal is to learn how to value a business. Here we have an image of the Qantas share price over the last 5 years. We can see by following this line, the share price has fluctuated from around $4, it's got up to above $7, and it's gone down below $3. The share price is a representation of a company's value. When you multiply the share price per share times the number of shares that a company has outstanding, you get the total value of the company. So when I took this image, we could see that Qantas's total value, or their market capitalization, was about $9.7 billion. That is, the share market has valued Qantas at $9.79 billion. So in BVFA, we're going to learn a framework for business analysis, and we're going to learn how to value companies using this framework. So that $9.7 billion value of Qantas, you'll learn the skills and tools on how to estimate that share price and market capitalization yourself. And this can be applied to any publicly listed company. So our main purpose is to learn how to value a business, but what else are we going to do in this course? Well, we're going to learn business analysis as a general skill. We're going to learn how to interpret financial statements. We're going to think about how to forecast future financial performance. We're going to do a deep dive into the accounting that a company releases to the public and do an accounting analysis. We're going to think about, can we actually trust the accounting information that's being released? Is it likely to be accurate, or may it be biased for certain reasons? We're going to think about how valuation can be applied more than just to shares, but to other asset classes like bonds, private businesses, and even other things such as real estate, Bitcoin, or art. The framework that we apply can be applied to all sorts of businesses and investments that you make. We're going to learn some research skills. This subject is heavily research intensive. We're going to look at some different research databases and think about primary and secondary sources of research for your company analysis. And some technical skills. We're going to be doing a lot of work in Microsoft Excel, and hopefully you'll be improving your Excel skills, which is a very valuable tool that's used by accountants in practice. So why are we going to learn how to value a business? What is the purpose, and why does anyone care about business valuation? Why is it important that we know the value of Qantas? Well, the value of a company is closely tied to how successful it is. Qantas employs thousands and thousands of people, and when the COVID panic occurred, we saw the share price of Qantas drop really rapidly, and there was real concerns that the business may actually go bust. So valuing a business and being able to analyze the financial statements is a really important skill for a range of different business stakeholders. It's more than just getting the value of the business. It's about understanding what makes the business successful, what are its key risk factors, and how these all play together to lead to whether a business is successful or not. So why is financial analysis and valuation valuable for you? Valuation skills are really important for a range of different stakeholder groups. Whether you're an investor and you're buying shares hoping for a positive return, whether you're a creditor working for a bank and lending money to people, or working in the bond market, you need to know the value of the collateral and the likelihood of being paid back and the risk of a company going bankrupt. If you're managing an organization, you're going to have the task of increasing a company's value. That's the main purpose of the managers of a company, is to increase the share price of a company. So you need to know what drives the share price and how to change things within your business that will increase the value of your firm. Whether you're an employee, you might get paid in stock, or you want to just make sure your company's successful and has good growth options in the future for you, or a supplier, making sure the company's not going to go bankrupt in the short term. All these financial analysis and valuation skills are important for all these different stakeholders. And regardless of what career you go into, you may find these skills very useful as well. Whether you decide to buy a business in the future, you need to know how much to pay for that business. Whether you're an entrepreneur and you start up your own business, you need to know how much you will sell your business for when you're ready to get out and start new ventures. You may be interested in personal investments in the future, investing your own money into the stock market, whether it's through a superannuation fund or your own personal finances. Understanding the value of businesses is key to making good investment decisions. And finally, a range of different careers require these skills. Whether you want the big bucks and go into investment banking or being an equity analyst, or you go into the fields of consulting, funds management, accounting, auditing, or management, they all require an understanding of the valuation process. So we're going to learn a framework to value a business. Does the framework always work? Well, the interesting thing about this subject and learning to value a business is all sorts of interesting scenarios will pop up. We'll see companies that are committing fraud. We'll see companies making errors and mistakes in their financial reporting. And the interesting thing about this subject is you will have to make your own mind up about things. You'll have to execute your professional judgment. That means different people will have different opinions based on the same data. And that's completely okay in this subject. And it's what makes it a really interesting and fascinating field to study. You can have two absolute experts at the top of their field who will come up with completely opposite viewpoints on a single company. And the same will happen in this subject. You and your group mates or you and other students in the same class may have different opinions, and that's completely okay. As long as you've researched your opinions and you're using logic to come to your conclusion, that's going to be okay. So in this subject, you have the opportunity to do a lot of research, come up with your own opinions on companies, and think for yourself, which is an important skill to have. A really popular example at the moment to show how different investors can value the same company completely differently is Tesla. Tesla are now the most valuable car company in the world. They're worth hundreds of billions of dollars. However, a lot of investors believe that Tesla is heavily overvalued, and some even believe Tesla are likely to go bankrupt. Some of these headlines here are saying that Tesla may be a bubble. There's a lot of people who are short selling the Tesla stock, which means they will make money if the share price decreases. However, on the other hand, a lot of analysts think it's just up and up and up for Tesla. The share price will keep going up until $7,000 per share. These are all financial experts who have all spent a lot of time researching this company and made their own minds up and come to different conclusions. So far, we can see that Tesla have been an incredibly successful company. From just a couple of years ago, the share price was under $100 a share. Now it's up over $400 a share. Anyone who invested in this company has made lots and lots of money. This company has been growing really rapidly and has been very successful. But there are still the naysayers who are holding on, saying that they think this company is overvalued and will not be successful in the long run. And the only way we can find out who's right is wait and see over time. So I hope you're looking forward to the subject. I hope you're interested in learning how to value a company and conduct financial analysis. And I'll see you in class soon. Thank you.